good start. Okay, coming up next, Ted.
Whoa.
Ted, are you here?
I'm here.
Yay, Ted!
Hi everybody, I'm the same height as the last person, that's lucky. We're halfway through this story. I'm going to save you the first part. So all you need to know is that two AIDS activists who don't really know each other or Facebook friends are having dinner for the first time. I don't know if it's that kind of story. Okay. The food was working. He sat up, taking a look at all the people in the restaurant. He started to flirt with our baby dyke waitress, transforming from an agreeable, hungover fag to a loud, grand dame daddy, extolling long-toothed stories and dispensing hard-won wisdom to anyone that would listen. Invisible peacock feathers fanned out as far as the imagination could see. The restaurant felt cozier as night fell. We got into a nice conversational rhythm, scattered and covering vast territory, personal history, current passions, pop culture, and AIDS gossip. After we ordered dessert, Joshua tucked loose whips of his short hair behind his right ear and slid his left hand across the table towards mine. He was all limbs and leaning angles, a warm balance between tired and excited, maybe nervous. So, when did you find out? When did you convert? He asked, eyes downcast. Oh shit, I thought. Not again. I wanted to play dumb. Steer the conversation someplace else. I wanted us to have already had this talk, for him to have already known. I need to stop assuming that people know my HIV status. I don't have HIV, I said. You don't? No. The peacock was gone. In its place was a small cub, unsure if he was going to whimper or pounce. What the fuck? He growled, his low voice traveling the floor between us. You're what I call a nebulous negative. His mouth was tight. You navigate HIV communities and never fucking declare that you don't even have the goddamn virus. Meanwhile, me and my friends have to fucking tell the whole world we have HIV, and then still, we are lucky if we don't get our asses sued by some angry trick who is too horny to listen, or too fucked up to realize they are not the most hard done by fuckers on this planet. He slammed the palm of his hand against the table at every sentence. A young straight couple looked over. The woman smiled meekly as I made eye contact, and I resisted my own urge to mouth, "It's okay." Joshua was looking out at the night, the cascade of small white leaves falling off the tree, bright against the sky. I wanted to take this break and say something, but I could tell he was not done. You think there's something to gain by not coming out as neg, he asked, not turning to look at me, his voice softer now. You think that you are protecting me, not rubbing your blood in my face? I'm fine being paused, obviously more fine than you are being negative. Fuck! The waitress had tried to drop off our desserts earlier, but backed off at the height of Joshua's expression. Now that there was a pause, she quickly deposited the homemade pie and ice cream, refilled our waters, and scampered off. Joshua dove into his dessert right away. I couldn't. I was processing what he just said. He was right. I've never really come out about being negative. When asked, I always tell the truth, but I'm never asked. More common, I use the royal we when talking about HIV. I think of it as a strategy. I came up in a city where most people assume they don't know anyone living with HIV, and in most cases they're right, but still, I would let people wonder if I had HIV because I wanted them to understand that there was still a sense of urgency. I also let people jump to conclusions as a way to preempt any insensitive comments. I'm always betting that it's harder to say something ignorant when the target of your stupidity is standing in front of you. I am often wrong. I never thought how my being upfront about my status was a privilege of being negative. I never thought how my silence threw a blanket over other people's experience. I could choose to come out because I didn't have to. If someone accused me of infecting them, I had the best defense. I'm negative. If someone tried to fire me or discriminate against me, I would have the last laugh. I'm negative. I don't have HIV meds coursing through my veins. I'm not juggling doctor's appointments on top of my regular schedule. I'm not trying to keep up with the latest information to stay informed. And you know what? I wondered about you, Joshua started again, refueled by the sugar. You don't drink, you don't smoke, and I bet you don't even get fucked, do you? He wasn't really asking, he was telling. You and your attempt to be everything for everyone is part of the problem. You're fucking part of the problem. Part of the goddamn lie that tells everyone that we're all at risk. We're not all at risk. You're not at risk. How could you be? You need to be doing something risky to be at risk. I was at risk. I'm at risk. I like life. I like living. I like new things. I like sensations. I like getting fucked, and I'm getting fucked over for liking fucking. Meanwhile, mild-mannered good boys, as well-meaning as you may be, get to walk around virus-free. And I'm stopping. Thank you.
One more time for Ted. Please keep coming back, Ted. That was awesome. We're trying very hard not to have a hook, folks, because then it'll be huge, it'll be covered in glitter, it'll have a theme to it, but anyway, yeah, so we always feel bad when we have to stop you. Coming up next is a comedian who has featured us before. She performs all over the Bay Area.